Hello, hello everybody. Today I will be walking you guys through a Temur enchantment build in standard. Yes, so let's just begin with the enchantment creatures. So to start off, we have two Eidolons of Philosophy. They're good turn 1 plays, they're 1/2s, which is nice. And you can sacrifice them later to draw 3 cards, which card draw isn't bad. Next up we have 3 Destiny Spinners. These things are just amazing. They protect us from counterspells and they make big creatures. I've had like once an 11/11 land with Destiny Spinner. It's really good. Yeah, and it's not legendary, so we can have multiple of them on the field. So our things like can't be countered ×3. Yeah. So next up, we have 3 Nyx Heralds, which can pump some creatures. Yeah. Then we have a single Nyxborn Brute. It's just nice to have a large creature to be sort of pressuring our opponents with. But it's not really that good. It can add to our devotion for a few things, but I just have it in there. We have Caliphie, Beloved of the Sea, which is kind of what I was meaning by devotion, not whatever. So it will give us some protection, and yeah. Next up, we have a Dream Shaper Shaman, which can sort of give us a cascade-like effect, which I like trading, like, say like an Omen of the Hunt or something for just like an Arasta or something. Speaking of, we have, oh, my bad, we have a Nylea's Forerunner, which will give all of our creatures trample. Like for Nyxborn Brute, that'll be helpful. If we have a Hydra's Growth on the field, it'll be helpful. Then, now, speaking of Arasta, yeah, we have that just to give us some protection, and Mono Red Aggro uses pump spells, and Mono Red Aggro is popular in the meta, and Mono Red Aggro just isn't fun. If you look at my Standard Showdown video, I played against a few Mono Red Aggro people. Not fun. Now we have our heavy hitters in Clothis, God of Destiny, and Nylea Keen-Eyed. This is what the devotion that I was talking about. We can tutor for these with Enigmatic Incarnation and a few Omens. They're really good. They're like pretty much one of our main win cons. Yeah, these gods are super powerful. Next we are moving on to just the playing enchantments. First up, we have 2 Metamized Prophecies, because these give us card draw, scrying, information about our opponents. Like, if we look at a time wipe for lore chapter 4, that would be helpful, so that we don't know how if to play as many creatures. And the saga animation on MTG Arena just looks really cool. Next, we have 2 Omen of the Forges, which we can sacrifice to Enigmatic Incarnation to deal, to find a Clothis. We can also have it be like a shock, but an enchantment, which will up our Destiny Spinner enchantment count. If you don't know what I mean, Destiny Spinner has an ability for 3 and a green that will make a land an XX elemental, with haste and trample until end of turn, where X is the number of enchantments you control. Yeah, so this will just, deal damage to our opponents. Yeah. Next, we, have 2 Omen of the Forges, which can help ramp us a little bit. It can also add to our devotion, and yeah, whatnot. Finally, we have 2 Omens of the Sea. Sorry about the picture quality, but yeah, these things are just really good. They let you scry 2 and draw. Both of the World Championship decks ran a few, I'm pretty sure, or at least Azorius Control, which won. So yeah, I mean, we're talking about World Championship 2019? 2019, yeah, 2019. So yeah, that's definitely fun. And then we are going to move on to the Enigmatic Incarnations, which let us sacrifice a permanent or an enchantment to go find a creature with that card's converted mana cost +1. That can sacrifice Omen of the Forge. which can find us a Clothies and put it onto the battlefield. Yeah, we can sacrifice Omen of the Hunt to find an Nylea. It's just all amazing. Next, we have a Cetizen training, which will draw us a card, and it will give a creature trample, which is just nice. Yeah. An Ashiok's Erasure. It sort of kind of looks like she's doing the thing that, like, relatives do, where, like, they just, like, squeeze your cheeks and stuff. I'm doing it right now, but I don't have a face cam, so you guys can't really see me doing it, but if you look at the art, then you'll see what I mean, but counter spells are fun, and it's an enchantment for Destiny Spinner. Yeah, it's cool. Next we are moving on to Hydra's Growth. This card's broken. This card is just broken, that's all there is to say. Next, it's time for the Constellation Creatures. We have 2 Nexus Wardens to gain us a little bit of life, just in case we're going up against mono red aggro. These things can, yeah, as said for asking why Absorb is a good counterspell. It's because it gains you 3 life, which will give you an edge in on aggro decks. So these things will gain you 2 life, which isn't quite as good, but you'll be playing enchantments more consistently than playing absorbs. Yeah. For our next card, we will be having a Sage of Mysteries. This will mill some of our opponents, get rid of a few of their threats, like potential threats if they drew like a huge Pelucranos and whatever. Yeah, I mean, but then they could escape the Pelucranos. Never mind. It could help them with escape, but yeah, then we wouldn't play it if we realized that they were playing escape. And no one plays escape these days. It's all mono red aggro, which I hate, as I have said. Next, protein shake, protein thaumaturge, protein, yeah, protein shake. I call him protein shake. He's awesome. Yeah, he can become not a copy of our god because legend rule, or gods, but can become a copy of like a Nexus Wardens to gain us, like if we have we had 2 Nexus Wardens then we can gain 6 life for each enchantment that we play, which is honestly really, really good. And then they'll all be 1/4s with reach, which is also really, really good. Next, we have Eutropia, the twice favored. This one's nice because we don't have that many creatures with reach. We only have Nexus Wardens and then Eutropia, which can give creatures flying. It'll give them +1/+1 counters. She's just a cool human wizard. And okay, and now we have Nessian Wanderer. Pretend that you just didn't see this blank thing. Yeah, now we have Nessian Wanderer, which can help get us some mana. Might be a little bit annoying if we like see a god and then have to put it to the bottom. But you know what? We have Enigmatic Incarnation, we're fine. Now we have 2 Thirst for Meanings, which aren't constellation creatures, but they'll still give us some good card advantage. Also, I didn't want to like put in another title screen. That would have been a lot of title screens because this is our only non-enchantment, non-creature constellation thing card in the deck. So now we have our mana base. It's pretty simple. Just 3 of each basic land in our colors. I like Nyx lands, so that's what I'm using, but feel free to use World Wake lands or whatever lands that you have. Amonkhet lands. Yeah. OG Theros lands. So, yeah. This deck is cool. It's won me quite a few games. And yeah, thank you guys for watching and have a great day.